Well, hello everybody, good evening and welcome to episode 2 of our All the Lines, a complete history of train sim world. We're back in 2018 tonight with the West Somerset Railway, the second route to be released for train sim world. We are going to be starting at 20:30 by your station clock on the screen, so you've got about 8.5 minutes left.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform. Mind the gap.
Good evening, hello, and welcome to episode 2 of our All the Lines UK, a complete history of Train Sim World. We are going to be starting at 20:30 by your station clock on the screen there, so you do have about 3.5 minutes to go. Please have your drinks, light refreshments, and first class tickets at the ready.
Passengers are reminded that smoking is prohibited at all stations and on all train services. This includes e-cigarettes.
This is your final boarding call for the Dead Rail All the Lines UK Episode 2 West Somerset Railway. This stream will be commencing in 52 seconds. Hello everybody, good evening and welcome. How are we all doing tonight? Chris Drives, hello, Pig and Bob, ATS 1080, Great Western Photography, Typical Nathan, Northern Princess Productions in there moderating, Grape Juice, and everybody else. Hello, good evening and welcome to All the Lines UK edition, a complete history of Train Sim World. And today we are in 2018 with episode number 2, looking at the West Somerset Railway, which of course was the second release in the Train Sim World franchise in terms of UK routes. If this does happen to be the first stream or video you've seen by me, then my name's Richard, aka Dad Rail, and I'm a mainline freight train driver and former passenger train driver based in the southeast of England. GWR Photography has been a member for 34 months. Thank you very much much for your support, bud. Really does help me out. That's my wife over there. I'm sure at some point during the stream we will get her to say hello or something like that. We normally have a bit of banter. It's all good fun. But before we jump in, and as always, going to tell you that all the views, opinions expressed within this stream are solely my own. I may not affect those of any companies I may be employed by or associated with, and all of that good stuff. We will be having all the usual features: Locomotive Livery Location, some terrible dad jokes, and hopefully some good quality banter. You know how it works. So here we go. Train Sim World 6, West Somerset Railway, which was originally for Train Sim World 1. So, good choice of traction on this. We are going to go for the Class 33, which was actually released a little bit after the route. But it is a great train, and it's not one we often drive on stream. So, let's go with that. And we are going to do an end-to-end run. So this is quite a long run on here. 1 hour, 28 minutes on that one there. Minehead to Bishop's Lydeard, that one. And we'll do the whole run. So it's quite a slow, long, chilled-out run. But it should be pretty good. Let's jump in. Dynamic weather on, 21st of November. Oh, we might get a bit of snow. And we'll go into driver mode. Now, of course, we do have this route was updated and remastered about 2 years ago as part of the Thomas release. So we're not sort of playing it in its original format. We are playing the updated remastered version of the route. But nevertheless, it is our second route in the series. So, Class 33 Crompton, 337.1 tonnes. We've got load 8, 170.7 yards. Pronounce Lydeard. Yeah, Lydeard. Yeah, okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. Jack hoping for some semaphore signal content. Your wish is my command, Jack. There we go. Rightio, Crompton. What an absolute beauty of a locomotive. Stop at location. Doesn't want me to open the doors again. That's an interesting one. Right. Let's see if I can remember how to get this thing working. Let's give you some game audio. Danny, it's pronounced Lydeard. Lydeard. There you go. Rightio. Okay, I've driven this train probably once or twice in game, so I'm not completely familiar with where everything is. I'm looking for some sort of AWS changeover lever. Got to be one somewhere. No, maybe not. Okay. Let's just key on and see what happens. Right, where are we? Master key on. Reverser forward. Train brake pipe to running. Loco brake full on. We got some headlights or something somewhere. Marker light on. Red, no. White. Headlight on. Marker light white. Excellent. And, we can change our destination display as well. Ah, there's our change end switch. Look, it was right in front of me. Let's unisolate. Not sure how I could have missed that. Genuinely not sure how I could have missed that, but there we go. And we'll have... Let's have white and white in the front. We don't want blacks in the front. We'll have white and white, because driving a 73, that's typically what you would have. And there you go. She's looking good. She's looking ready to depart. It's basically a full 73 on diesel. Yeah, Northern Prince of Production, you're pretty much right there, I believe. Right, okay. Loco brake off. Oh, it's working. BCP123, good evening. How you doing, my friend? T-side, good evening. Doobie-doobie-doo. Fizzy8484, good evening from a warm Cape Town. My house is warm at the moment. It's far too warm because my wife's got the heating far too high. Sore subject. Rightio, 10 miles an hour leaving Minehead. We're heading for Dunster. Signal is in the off position. Droopy signals. Great Western lower quadrant semaphores. That's just wrong. Signals are supposed to go up, not down. Where are you, chat, on that? Where are you on semaphore signals? Should they go up or should they go down? Second man posture. Looks absolutely bored. Rightio, let's get a little bit of brake in. See what we're working with. White flashing light for the level crossing. That means this is an A. It's either an ABCL or an AOCLB. So automatic open crossing, locally monitored with barriers, or it's an automatic barrier crossing locally monitored. So basically this crossing has no interlocking with the signalling system. It's up to the driver to make sure you got the white flashing light and that it's safe to go across the crossing. Down for go, 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 and up stop. Lower quad makes me vomit. They go up. Yes, Jack, I'm all the way here. Northern Princess Productions should go up. That way they fail safe. I think the lower quadrant ones, Northern Princess Productions, if they fail, they actually drop below vertical. Lower quad makes... Yeah, we've done that comment. Whichever way is appropriate for the region. John, always the diplomatic answer, my friend. Are we going to get some Crompton thrash once we clear the crossing? Come on. I do like a Crompton. 25. Okay, let's have some Crompton thrash. Oh yeah. I'm here for that. Not too much Crompton thrash. 25 is all we're allowed. On the level as well, so we don't need to give it too much. Northern Princess Productions fair, but it's simpler for them to go up. Not the GWL fan club. John trying to be diplomatic there. Why not, John? It's a good place to be. It's a good place to be. Clickety click, clickety clack as we jump along. Lovely jointed track. We love it, a bit of that. Jack, I've pulled a semaphore at a box called Pontrillis near Hereford, which was a lower quad. Putting a lever out should result in the signal going up. It was very strange to see it going down. Yeah, I can imagine. I've pulled a couple of signals at Heritage Railways, but they've always been up a quadrant. Rightio, 0.8 miles to Dunster. Doopy doopy doo. Let me think about this very carefully. Should we have our first round of Locomotive Location livery? It's a good one tonight.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
So if you've not seen this game before, post your numbers in the chat between 1 and 36. I'll pick the third number that comes up on my screen and we will play. Tiso, do you get any discounts for working on the railway? Are there any discounts only specific to that TOC? So with the company I work for and most freight companies, we don't get any sort of discount. A lot of the TOCs get discounts. They have reciprocal agreements where they kind of all agree with each other to discount each other and give each other free travel. But yeah, it doesn't apply to us on freight, unfortunately. Rightio, we've got a 5 coming up. Let's get a little bit of break in for that. Who have we got on the numbers? Jack, you're the third number on my screen, my friend, with number 9.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
So here's how this is going to work, guys. Going to give you box number 9. You've got 10 seconds to give me the locomotive livery and location of what you see underneath. Where is that? And what is that? Any faults? Let me know your thoughts. I think this is a difficult one, but I say that, to be fair, I say that absolutely every week. So, right, there is our 5 mile an hour board. And a whistle board. And back to running. Remembering, of course, it does take a little bit of time for the brakes to release. Are we on vacuum or air? I think we're on air brakes here, aren't we? GW Photography says Glasgow Central. Jackie Boy says class 222 EMR Kettering. If that's right, I want a knighthood. A little bit of power to pull us into Dunster, giving it a little bit too much there. Teesside, you like the sound effect? Nice. Let's get it all the way into Dunster. You're on vac. Oh, that's why it's taking even longer to come off. Vacuum train pipe, yeah, 21 inches of mercury. So we are on vac. I have driven vac in real life a couple of times. It didn't go very well. Oh, come on, 5 feels awfully slow. And we're driving on a heritage railway and still managing to run late. Teesside says Class 802 TPE Newcastle. And even at that speed, I'm going to overshoot the platform. Come on. All stop, all stop. Service brake. Loco brake. Doors on the right hand side. Good stuff. What do we got? Jack says network rail operation staff get 75% off all services. Some weird conditions in there and you cannot use it for work, leisure travel. You can also get these for your kids to splash. So when I worked for a passenger company that had blue trains in the southeast of England, we used to get free travel on about 4 different TOCs and 75% off the cheapest fare across the UK. Also various discounts on Eurostar, free international and discounted international travel. Some really good travel benefits. But when I went over to freight, I surrendered all that, which I didn't realise how valuable it was until I didn't have it, if I'm being completely honest. GDW Photography, West Somerset Railway never stick to a timetable. They are good at it, trust me. Northern Princess Productions, add a punt. I say Hull Paragon Class 185 TPE for something a bit different. Got a bit of a variety and a selection as to what it could be at the moment. Right, locking doors. Blue anchor up platform. Rightio. Let's have some 21 inches in the pipe. That's coming up. A little bit of throttle just to stop it rolling back while the brakes are releasing. A little bit more to stop it rolling back. And as soon as it's rolling free, this is why I'm not allowed to drive on Prez, because Thrash Merchant we're down to 10. Flashing white light clears us over the crossing. And remembering we're on VAC as well now, which is good to know. So those brakes are going to take a little bit longer to come off. Tony Dalton, how far can it go on one tank? Not entirely sure, Tony. I mean, if you look at a 66 or something, depending on the load, you might get between 500 and 800 miles out of a tank. Depending on how heavy the load is, how many gradients you've got. Yeah, it's really very, very dependent. I think for me, West Somerset is one of those routes. It's quite a slow run, but it kind of lets you put any traction you like on it. You know, it's very, very Rule 1. It's very model railway. You know, you can literally do anything you want on it, and it doesn't look out of place within reason. Within reason. Jack Old BR staff got everything free in the UK, and I believe the Eurostar was free as well. I support GPR for that reason alone. Rightio, we're going up to 25 hopefully. Come on, there's our 25 mark. GW Photography, I know I shouldn't say this, but West Somerset Railway drivers, once the loco has cleared the crossing, they'll accelerate up to 25 or naughtily over. Yeah, I was told that when I drove on a certain preserved railway, that as long as it starts with a 2, it's okay. Come on, let's get it going. My brake's fully released. Train brake, loco brake, yeah. Bit of an uphill grade, but it seems to be taking a little bit of time to pick up speed there. Rightio, so 47 of you lovely people watching. If you haven't already, please do hit the like button, consider subscribing. That would be absolutely awesome. We are a double bill, actually, so we are going to have another stream tomorrow night. I know, I'm absolutely spoiling you. We're going to sticking with the same. Speed's crept up a little bit. Yeah, as long as it's under 30, I'll say we're okay. We are going to be episode 3 of our History of Train Sim World routes, which means we are going to be looking at the Northern Transpennine route. Probably in the 101, but we might take the 42 or something out for a spin on that. But that will be tomorrow night. Yeah, let's keep a little bit of break in there, I think. I don't want it to run up too much. Mark Davey, good evening, my friend. How are you doing? ATS 1082B. It looks so slow that I can probably walk faster than the train. Quite possibly, quite possibly. Oh dear, right, 0.9 miles to Blue Anchor. There's a 15 coming up. Let's get another round of Locomotive Location Livery before we get there.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
Is there an echo, or is that just in my headphones? I think it might just be in my headphones. 25 on the 25, looking good. Teesside would be good to get a modern Northern Transpennine route from Huddersfield to Saltburn, around 80 miles. Some good stations in the mix there. John Ward, warship tomorrow then. Rightio on the numbers. Pig and Bob. You've got the third one, my friend, with number 15. What's this magnet for? We will do that in just a second. We are approaching a distant signal. We know this is a distant signal because it's yellow, and you've also got the little fishtail on the end of it. And the idea of the little fishtail on the end of it was if this signal was completely covered in snow, you could still tell it was a distant by the shape of it. So with the distant signal being on, in absolute block signalling, which is what we're running over, we have to treat every other stop signal in this section as at danger. So even though this next signal is showing proceed, the one after could be at danger. So because the distant signal is on, every signal under the control of that signaller or in that section must be considered at danger. So 15 coming up. We will do Locomotive Location Livery once we come to stand at Blue Anchor. Speed's coming down quite nicely, and we could well be red ahead. And I forgot we're on VAC, so that's going to take ages to get up to 21 inches again. So we're probably going to end up needing a little bit of throttle to pull it in. We are 1.1% uphill grade. ATS, Blue Anchor sounds familiar to me. There is a junction in London near London Bridge called Blue Anchor. Northern Princess Productions, there's a little bit of absolute block. I think the line that I drive on the most with absolute block is the Dudding Hill lines between Acton, Wells and Dudding Hill and Cricklewood, which is middle of London, right next to Willesden. Goes over the West Coast Main Line between Wembley and Willesden, and is still semaphore absolute block. It's absolutely mental. There's also, within the rulebook, there's provisions for passing signals at danger under your own authority. You're allowed to do that in an absolute block area. You can pass signals at danger under your own authority. There are rules surrounding that and circumstances you can do it in, but it is a thing, and it does rarely still happen. And there is our red ahead. Oh, stopped. I'm going to take that. Loco brake 100% to hold it. And doors on the left. Signal has come off to proceed aspect. And whilst we're waiting for our lovely, lovely passengers to get on and off, we will play a Locomotive Location Livery with number 15.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
Here we go. 15. 10 seconds, guys. Where is it? What is it? Any ideas? Does that look familiar to you in any way, shape or form? pressed the button, but it didn't change the screen. Played the sound effect. That was interesting. Blue Anchor is a very small place. Northern Princess, the Czechs have a similar thing outside of stations. All signals on main lines are automatic. You can pass them at caution. So when I done my initial train drivers rules, you used to be able to pass automatics and semi-automatics at danger under your own authority in track circuit block areas. That was all taken out of the rulebook. But you can still pass controlled signals in absolute block areas under your own authority. Not sure I'd want to do it, but it is in the rulebook. It is a thing. Okay, rightio. A little bit of power to stop it rolling back. We want to wait until the brakes are almost fully released. So wait until we're up at about 21 inches before we give it any more power. What we don't want to do is take power against the brake, because that doesn't do the brakes any good, and you could end up pulling wagons or pulling coaches that have still got brakes on and putting flats on it. We don't want to be doing that. Transportation, that is Manchester Piccadilly. GW Photography, still sticking with Glasgow Central. Jack has gone 801 LNER Doncaster. GW Photography, right, time for the steepest part of the West Somerset Railway. Nice. As we head down to Washford. See if we can get a flyby shot. We do like a Crompton. Hey, DC87, I'm good, thank you. How are you, my friend? Beautiful Mark 1s, and yeah, they are vacuum brakes Mark 1s. These round things here are the vacuum brake cylinders. Have we got a flashy tail lamp? We've got a tail lamp, it's not flashing. That's too much time on the main line saying we need a flashing tail lamp. Down, it's the opposite way. Ah, so we're on a downhill gradient. Is that right, GW Photography? Jack, once had a driver call me from my AB one night as the signal box was switched out. Didn't clear all of their signals. Couldn't give him authority to pass it. Very frustrating. Yeah, but I mean, Jack, if the driver stopped at the signal and then they walk to the box and verify it's closed and the route's set, then they can, if it's an AB area, they can authorise themselves past it. It's just, it kind of goes against everything you're taught as a driver, you know, authorising yourself past the signal at danger. It genuinely does, but it is in the rulebook and you can do it. Right, we are absolutely dawdling here. Let's Crompton thrash. Take the power out a little bit. 1.4 miles to Washford, which is our next station stop. I think you forgot that rule. I can imagine many get to do it. Can't imagine. No, I've never done it in my career, Jack. I know of a couple of people that have on the Dudding Hill lines, but yeah, it's just not something you're ever going to feel comfortable doing. Just feels unnatural. Cue the window hangers doing diesel enthusiast stuff. See, if we're driving on a heritage railway, what we should do, as we're approaching this steep gradient, is we have to have a running brake test, you see. Now, the couple of times I've driven on heritage railways, I've driven at the Severn Valley and the Bluebell, I've been told that it's good practice before you go up a steep gradient to have a running brake test. That way you get to give it lots of thrash going up the hill. We'll let that come back to £21. 21 inches, sorry, not pounds. Inches of mercury. It's nice. ATS 1082B, really good question. Do drivers have rulebook on the train? So, I mean, my company issues iPads, and the rulebook is on our iPad, so you do have access to it. Wasn't ever part of the equipment you had to carry with you. The rulebook is in your head, but it is always good to be able to access it and check something if you need to. Rick Ashray, what's the thinking behind letting yourself pass the signal at danger? Jack's given you a good answer there. Because if the signal box is closed, there's nobody to authorise you past. If the signal was in the absolute block area, then you know there's only you in that absolute block area, therefore the line ahead is clear. It literally is that, you know, the signal has gone home, forgot to pull the signals off, or something's happened, and gives you authority to go past it up to the next signal. John, would I be happy with £21? If I had £21, it would probably end up being spent on Pico, track, or points or something, if I'm being honest. GW Photography, when I did the South Devon Railway diesel gala on the 8th of November this year, I was behind at 56 and 33, and they did a running brake test, and man, it sounded lovely with the 56 only on power. I've never driven a 56, I've driven a 69, but yeah, let's not talk about 69s.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, compared to a 56, they are definitely emotional damage. Come on. Let's keep the power in quite a lot. When I was driving 66s on the Bluebell, it was just... you had no opportunity to thrash it because they're just so overpowered for that line, for the load we had in. Just weren't working very hard at all. Pico track is good. Yeah, John, I've been busy doing some track weathering and ballasting today on the model railway project. Guess what I'm going to say now? I will make an update video at some point, I promise. Been doing some I should have put this on the stream. Been doing some track weathering to make the track look nice today. Factory track, weathered track. Quite pleased with the results at the moment. So I'll be spending the rest of my evening ballasting with a nice glass of wine. Are the 56s similar to 57s in terms of cab layout? I believe they were, Mark. Yeah, I signed 57s. I like 57s. They're genuinely very nice to drive. But yeah, I believe they were quite similar. The 69s, 69 cab is nothing like the 56 cab. It's been completely reworked. Oh, the brake's going to start to bite. That takes a little while to start to bite. Come on. I couldn't even stop a train from 25 miles an hour. That's pretty bad. Even for me, that's pretty bad. It's close enough. It's close enough, right? I shall have some Sauvignon Blanc with my lamb steak later. Oh, I love a lamb steak. Unfortunately, my wife doesn't like lamb, so we don't ever tend to have lamb. But I do like lamb. I am a fan. And somehow we're like 3 minutes late as well, which is not ideal. I'm not sure how we've managed that. Doobie-doobie-doobie-doo. Right. Should we play another round of Locomotive Location Livery?
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
Get those numbers in between 1 and 36. I had to think about that. How many times have I said that? And I still had to think about it. Due to driver overrun, passengers in coach 1 should light at the rear door. 3 minutes late, that's average for West Somerset Railway. Right, okay, I'm taking that. To be fair, the let's exhaust the speed up to get those brakes charged up a little bit quicker. Are we straight to 25 as well? Nice. Right, exhaust the speed up, £21, 21 inches of mercury. Full thrash down to Watchit. Watchit or Watchit? Off we go. Oh, we're going to have to shut that back. We're going to be speeding very, very quickly. As long as it starts with a 2, it's fine. We'll let the gradient take it down. Right, what have we got on the numbers? Jack, you're the third one on my screen, my friend. This time with a number, same one Pig and Bob wanted. Number 27.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
Let's give you 27. 10 seconds, guys. Locomotive Livery Location. If you can, please. Oh, completely missing the train here. Completely missing the train. But what is it and where is it? Have a guess. John Ward, cool, another £21. I tell you, every time I say £21, I get a £21 super chat. That'd be cool. That'd be 2 sets of points then, John. Why am I talking rubbish about my local heritage? I've never been on the West Somerset Railway. It's on my to-do list. There's quite a lot of heritage railways on my to-do list, though, if I'm being honest. Teesside, class 390. Jack, are you kidding? That's so unlucky. 21 next me thinks. Northern Princess, Clapham Junction, unknown. ATS, location behind 21. Come on, forget how long it takes vacuum brakes to bite. They do bite when they bite, and then you can't get the things off. We do have an exhaust to speed up button though. Let's press that. Come on. Get those brakes off. GJ, hello, how we doing, my friend? Hello, Richard, late again. And no, I've never worked for BR. We'll take a guess at Locomotive Location Livery next time. No worries, bud. Good to have you as always, GJ. Whilst approaching Watchit, the brakes aren't great, so whilst on the approach to Watchit, you'll want to watch it. I mean, Jack, I don't know if that was good advice or some attempt at humour, because it's about the level of humour that we've come to expect around here. ATS, can we try to reveal every square without the train? Rightio, we're good back up to 25. Let's we'll wait for our brakes to fully recharge. We don't want to be pulling against the brake. Back up to 21 inches of mercury. Hey, I said it right. Pronunciation is watch it. See it, say it, watch it. I gotta want one, but I'll take it. I heard a little rumour this week. I've been on a non-technical skills course this week, which was very interesting. And I genuinely mean that. I'm not being sarcastic. I did actually really enjoy it, and I learned a lot. But apparently the see it, say it, sorted catchphrase is going to be retired and changed because it's so popular nobody can remember it. This is a very picturesque bit of railway line here. Very picturesque indeed. Not quite sure why the why it wants to turn into a slideshow when I go into outside view. It's a little bit frustrating. There's no money in inches of mercury. Northern Princess Productions, you better watch your pronunciation of Watchit, Richard. Aye. Here we go. It started. GW Photography. How dare they retire the phrase? What phrase? Oh, you mean this one?
If you see something that doesn't look right, report it to a member of staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
See, you say they better not retire that phrase. Here's my answer to that.
Oh dear, outside, never mind.
Yeah, that... Rick Ashtray, no one can remember it. Who came up with that belt? Doesn't everyone remember it? You'd be surprised, Rick. I think people hear it so often they become blind to it. You just don't hear it anymore. I think they're sort of more talking about the general public. But it was also voted, I think, the most annoying announcement ever. GJ, in the cold weather, Scott Rail have done see it, say it, salt it. No! I guess one of those, GJ. Right, gradient is really pushing me down into Watchit. And I don't want to overcook the brake because we are on VAC. And I know VAC takes a long time to do its thing. And I was already warned about the brake. 60% service brake. This could be a case of that we're going to have to get it released and hit that exhaust to speed up button. Come on. See, this is what I mean about vacuum brakes. Oh no, I was slowing down for that 10-mile-an-hour restriction there. That's perfect. It wasn't me over-braking for the station. I'm definitely going to go with that excuse. It works. Come on, vacuum brakes, please bite. Oh, there we go. We'll take that. That was a quality stop. I'm half tempted to give myself a round of applause for that. Connor, how are you doing, my friend? I texted you earlier. You didn't call me. Oh, you're driving what I have tomorrow. I'm jealous. I want to drive a proper Crompton. I'm spending the day at home with my wife tomorrow and children and enjoying my Saturday. And then Sunday, of course, it is National Exhibition Centre, Worley, not Worley, Model Railway Exhibition thingy. So if any of you are there, then do come say hello. Slightly over. Ah, Jack, I'm... How can you say that is... I mean, if you want to be really, really pedantic, Jack, then... we could say that is a station overrun, but I would say the door is on the platform. So I would say that's perfect. Two stations in a row. Somebody relieve this man. That's spot on. That's great. Come on, exhaust the speed up, get it up to 21 inches. 1.5 and rising is perfect. Thank you, Connor. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. That's enough of that. Right, let's get going. We're off to Donifford Halt in 0.8 miles, which just about gives us time enough to play Locomotive Location Livery. So, post those numbers.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
Typical Nathan, I'm driving the Medway Valley line on Train Sim Classic. That is a line that I don't even sign in real life, although it is very close to my depot. And I really should sign it, and I have been learning it, but I have yet to sign it. Yeah, no worries, Connor. It's not urgent, mate. It's fine. It's weekend now. GW Sugar, I can only see dolphins in the Bristol Channel, but I can't see any whales. John Ward, actually the door is on the loco, not fallen off onto the platform. Oh, John, oh, come on. It's like when I used to work on the platforms and someone would come up to you and go, what platform for London? And you go, no, the platform doesn't go to London, the train does. Or they'll point to the train and go, London? And you go, no, it's a train. Was it Little Britain back in the day? I'm trying to think of what the sketch was. She's trying to prove her mum's crazy and she's going, Mum, what my point, what's this? What's this? That's your eye. No, Mum, it's my finger. Right, we're good for 25. What have we got on the numbers? Pig and Bob, you are actually third one in this time with number 21.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
Here we go, 21 for the train. 10 seconds, Locomotive Livery Location if you can. Ooh, that's got to help, surely. Please say people got that joke. I did, GW Photography. I did. Right, 15 coming up. Drop a little bit of braking, get that speed off. Connor Eaton, 158 doors. Teesside, 197. John 2 Ward, 150. Mixture of opinions. Mark Davey, I find it funny when people trying to get the doors on the train to open when it's about to depart. Hey, 123 158 transport for Wales. Jax is 158 transport for Wales, Cardiff Central. GJ says TFW train at Cardiff. You were good with 21 there, Pig and Bob. This is not going to be an overrun, but we're having this on the platform. We're taking that. That wasn't such a good stop, but it's on the platform. It's probably worse than the last one, to be fair. I find that dangerous. Jack, I take it you don't miss the general public now driving freight. The general public are interesting. Most of the time. Most of them are delightful. Some of them are not. For legal reasons, we'll leave it there. Northern Prince Constructions, TFW 197 at Shrewsbury. I'm moving around a lot, but there's not much to go off. It's a good one then. Not much to go off. I'll take that. Yeah. No rising brake. Tut, tut, tut. You should have seen me driving into Kettering on the Severn Valley, Connor. The coaches were literally going like that as we were coming in. The braking was awful. Someone actually come up and complained as well. I blame the coaching stock. And to be fair, a certain other driver drove it the day after me who's much more senior and much more experienced than me, and they had the same issue, so I felt good about myself. Oh, it's starting to snow! Oh, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store. Sorry. I'm going to apologise now. That's highly impressive. I think it was coaching stock issue. It wasn't a me problem. It was issues with the coaching stock. I'm sticking with that. GJ, in the 1970s, you could only wear platform shoes at stations. Oh, the AWS works. Okay, distant signal in the on position. Absolute block. We've got to assume that every other signal is going to be at danger in this section. It's not December yet. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Connor Eaton, you let the yellow trains do some work before the soft stuff comes down. The blue trains were actually cancelled yesterday, Connor, because it was too cold. Okay, first signal is in the off position. Got to assume all signals are going to be at danger. We haven't passed another train yet, so for a diesel gala, the service is not very frequent. We should probably put the windscreen wipers on. Oh, reward earned! Use the wipers. Beautiful. Where are we? 900 yards from the station. Teesside, do you ever go on the East Coast Main Line on freight runs? Which do you tend to do? Like the furthest I go up the East Coast Main Line is the King's Cross Incline. I do actually sign all the way into King's Cross Station to Alexandra Palace, and I go around the corner to Bowes Park. But that's as far as I go up the East Coast. Lewis on the railway, good evening, hello, how are you doing, my friend? Okay, we've got to assume all signals are at danger, so we are approaching a signal now. Our distance signal was on, so just going nice and slowly until we actually sight the next signal, because it could be at danger. Nope, that's showing a proceed aspect as we approach a Willitton up platform. Are we going to pass another train? And there's a 10-mile-an-hour restriction coming into the platform. Looks like we've got a 37 clagging away over in the shed. And are we good for 10? 10 on the 10. Red ahead. Mark Davey, last week the Tarka line was closed due to the weather. Few of the bridge around Umberley needed inspection by divers. Wow. Pull it through the point work. Gonna do a traction swap. No, I'll stick with the Crompton. Hey, we are passing another train. There we go. In the snow, the Crompton Succumb class 30 freeze. Oh, John. 30 class 30 freeze. I'm not sure whether that should have been a womp womp, so I'll give you that. Where's my wiper control? I want a bit more on the wipers. And there we are. There's our red ahead. Just like a 73 where you can never get the wiper where you want it. We're not going to be stopping on a rising brake. It was a rising brake, but it wasn't rising quite as much as I would like to have been rising. It's on the platform, guys. It's on the platform. Might as well have some 37 thrash as we're here. Good stuff. We are actually back on time. That's quite surprising. How many more stations have we got to go? Stogumber, Crocombe Heathfield at Loop, Bishop's Lydeard. So 11:04 to 11:43. No, so we're getting there. We're making progress. We're making progress, and we're on time, so that's good. Lewis on the railway. I am well, thank you. I hope you're all right. Definitely gloves and hats weather now. Yeah, definitely is. I come home yesterday and the heating was on and my smart meter was a tenner, and I just, you know, at that point it's game over, isn't it? You know, lights off, heating off, coats on, candles out. Arriving on a rising brake. That's what we should be doing, John. It's much easier to drive in real life because you have that sense of inertia. You know, you got that kinesthetic feedback. On the simulator, you're relying on your visual senses only. I suppose audio as well to some extent, but there's no kinesthetic, so you don't have that feedback to know exactly what's going on. Willitton is home to a diesel-electric preservation group who own 233s, 235s, a 52, 214s, an 09 and an 08 shunter. Wow. That's a lot of decent traction. Okay, right, what are we doing? Lock doors. Are we going to get any wheel slip pulling away? Can we slow this wiper down? Is that a thing? Or is it all or nothing? It's literally all or nothing, isn't it? Right. Train brake running. Loco brake. Signal is clear. Exhaust to speed up. Get up to 21 inches. Throttle 25. Not too much pulling against the brakes. Hello! Is that wheel slip light on, or is that... Looks like it's illuminated. You never can tell. Yeah, sadly the 52 is out of action due to its overhaul. I was quite surprised by the number of locos the Severn Valley have. That is one heck of a railway. It really is. My mate told me yesterday he worked on the railway crossing. I said, "Are you on the level?" These don't get any better. Lewis on the railway. My local RHTT trains are operated by DB Cargo using 66s. Very capable locos indeed. The Ying box. Is it just at my end, guys, or is it literally when I go onto outside view, is the stream turning into a bit of a slideshow? Because that's really weird how it's not doing it in the cab, but it's doing it outside. Yeah, really, really strange. It's just certain routes where it just doesn't seem to like. We'll stay in the cab because that's, of course, where the driver should be. Yeah, interesting. Right, let's get this thing going. Not just your end on outside view. Yeah, really strange, GJ. I wonder if it's just something with the route. We were having the same with Great Western last week was really stuttery. Even in game it was really stuttery. Yeah, I just don't know what it's doing when we go into outside view. It's just saying, hey, I don't like this. The game's fine, but yeah, really, really weird. Just wondering if it's some rendering issue on the route. That's what I'm going for. Yeah, but in the cab's working fine. It's, yeah, really, really weird. Right, Stogumber. How are we pronouncing that, guys? People that are local. Give me some sort of phonetic way of saying it. Stogumber? Anyway, it's 2.5 miles away, so that does give us a chance to play some numbers.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
Jack, is there a rule against having your head out of the window whilst driving? Jack, so one of our duties as drivers is to look back to ensure the train is following correctly, so we have to put our head out the window where possible. Obviously some types of stock you can't do it, but yeah, where possible it is part of our remit to do it. Stogumber. GW Photography, you've come to the rescue once again. So yeah, look back and check that the train is following correctly. John T. Wall, Cucumber. I knew someone was going to say that, John. Right, we were running on time and now we're driving like Miss Daisy again. So let's keep it going. Yeah, GW is a weird one. Hit and miss as well, because I think that's running okay. Really strange, because we go back into the cab and it's fine. Be interested to just load up. Do you know what? Before the stream finishes, I might just load up another route and see if it does the same thing, because it is a little bit strange. Jackson, when I ask drivers if they can confirm they're complete with the tail lights, that's why they answer yes with a no hesitation every single time. In theory, Jack, if the train's not complete, you break the brake pipe and it comes to a screeching halt. So, whether you got a tail light on the back, I mean, if you're driving a freight train, you just hope it hasn't fallen off. I'm sure it's the route, because the outside view now is working absolutely beautifully. Until I zoom in. Yeah, weird things going on with that, guys. Did we play Locomotive Location Livery? Did anyone post any numbers? Did I play the jingle? I can't remember. Let's do it again just in case.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
Trainboy, hi Deborah, are you okay? I'm watching I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here, and I see you tomorrow. Trainboy, I've got my days wrong. I'm actually there on Sunday. Is it the snow? I was doing it without the snow, Jack. It's it seems to be certain routes and certain locations. It's a bit of a strange one. I mean, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it is really, really strange. Trigonometry calculations outside of spec. Yeah, John, I would agree with you, but the actual game at my end, non-stream, is running perfect. It's just the stream that starts stuttering, not the game. So, yeah, interesting why it's only doing it in outside view. Okay, we do have some numbers coming in. I really need to get some power in, otherwise we're never going to get to the end of this. Third number on my screen, Trainboy. It's you, my friend, with number 4.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
Okay, we're giving you number 4. 10 seconds for the Locomotive Livery Location if you can. Do you know what? Do you know what? I feel like that's a bit unfair. So underneath Train Boy, we've got Jack with number 10. So I'm going to give you that as well. Two for the price of one. Aren't I generous? Come on then, guys. What is it? Where is it? Get your guesses in. Jonathan Holmes, Transport for Wales 158. It does look nice. Yeah, really strange. Jonathan Holmes, Transport for Wales 258 crew. GW photography. I'm going to take back GC and go for Glasgow Central. Go for 158 TFW at crew. Jack says Transport for Wales 158 at Shrewsbury. Northern Princess, that's thrown a spanner in the works. TFW 197 at Chester. Ah. Jonathan Holmes has gone 158 crew. GJ's gone TFW 15 something at Worcester Shrub Hill. Interesting, we got a real selection of answers tonight. Normally after the first one or two we've got a consensus, but it's really is all over the place tonight. Right, Stogumber. I've forgotten how we pronounce it. Someone did tell me earlier. Stogumber, there we go. GW Photography, just at the top of my chat window. 500 odd yards away. So let's see if we can actually stop this on the platform in the right place. We are on a 1.1% uphill grade as well here, so that is going to help us a little bit. It's going to help us a lot, actually, to be fair. Well, we were running on time. We're going to be late by the time we eventually come to a stand. Come on, get those brakes off. So we have got 54 of you lovely people watching. If you are enjoying yourselves, please do hit the like button, consider subscribing. It really does help out the channel with all the likes. It makes me feel good about myself. I need that you know, I need that approval. Please hit the like button. No, it sounds desperate at this point. It's okay. Back up. It's gone too far. Okay, we've gone from one extreme to the next. We've gone from overshooting stations to creeping in at a snail's pace. I won't speak too soon, though, because we could still overshoot this. 12 yards, 10 yards, 9 yards, 8 yards, 7, 6, 5. Yeah, we'll take that. We got one on the platform. Northern Princess Productions, do you sign Bexley Heath? No. ZG68, not sure about the train. I'm going for Carlisle. Train Boy says Class 158, Transport for Wales, white with weave wing at Shrewsbury. Yeah, got a good selection and variety. We'll play another round once we leave here. Ah, there's a person stopping at the crossing. I didn't know that was a thing in game. That's pretty cool. I think this is probably only the first or second time I've actually played West Somerset all the way through. It's actually a really nice route. It's really well done. Of course, it was remastered a couple of years ago. So what we are playing, although we're doing the complete history of Train Sim World, we are playing the remastered version. But yeah, I'm quite liking it. We'll do an outside pull away. We'll see if we can get a vantage point. Maybe a little bit further up the track. What do we reckon? On the bridge parapet. Full thrash. I think it's just going to wheel spin. Oh, we've got clag. Doesn't sound that thrashy. See, the outside view was fine there. I don't know what's going on with this. Right, 2.4 miles to Crocombe Heath Loop platform. Peter, right, good evening, how are we doing? Trainboy 313, double, I think LLL is a class 158 in Transport for Wales, white, with Weaver Wing at Shrewsbury. It looks like Shrewsbury Castle, and it's close to the railway. Only one way to find out, Trainboy, just hang around for another half an hour or so, and for the big reveal at the end. Tail light check. Yes. Present and correct. Outside view, not working there, but working there. Weird things going on. I think we can turn our windscreen wiper off as well now. Let's get rid of that. Park position. Excellent. Right, let's keep a bit of juice in. GW Photography, Crocombe is where the Beatles came to film A Hard Day's Night. So finally we have some song references. It's been a hard day's night and I've been working like a dog. Dad Row Karaoke. You've heard of carpool karaoke? Tunes in trains. Come on, it's got to be a stream idea, right? I'm just gonna... Tunes in trains. Lyrics in locomotives. I'm thinking now. If it was a 66, songs in the shed. Honestly, it doesn't get any better than this, guys. It's what it's all about. Jack, who's your mate to the right of you? That's you know, let's give this person a name. I think this person looks like a Fred. What should we name our second man? Okay, flashy white light gives us permission to go over the crossing. Peter Sellers did it better. Jeremy, GW Photography, Jeremy. Bob. Oh, Hentis Rao, hello, how are we doing? Hello, Bob. Not as good as Rowan Atkinson, but I like it. I like it. Richard II. Frank. Clive. All the names are coming out. Something train related. Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Not too bad. We're just visiting some older routes, and I think it's the first or second time I played through West Somerset, and yeah, just don't sort of appreciate what a good looking route it is. I mean, it's quite slow and long, but it's just really well done. Train boy, Fireman Sam. Bob, short for Kate. Oh, we've got some Blackadder fans in tonight. Blackadder, Blackadder. I will stop singing. karaoke carpool. It's got to be, I don't know, tunes on the train, isn't it? We've got to make it happen. Let's call him, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, white flashy light, introducing my friend, Locomotive. Sorry about that. Don't give up your day job. No intentions of. Stephen, 1978, Baldrick. Oh dear, how do we get onto these topics of conversation? It's just mental. I'm not sure how it happens. Right, shall we have a... Do you know what? I think we're going to have a bit of time when we get to Crocombe Heathfield, so we'll do Locomotive Location Livery once we get down there. Northern Princess Productions and non-binary people. Yeah, you're quite right. I was not inclusive. I think Sarah Cox on the radio says, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and everybody in between. But I'm not sure if that's offensive or not. So you just say, good evening everybody, and you covered all bases. Okay, AWS warning, distance signal is in the on position. 20 coming up before the platform. Uphill grade as well at the moment, so probably going to leave a little bit of power in. The day I see James Corden in the class of a sprinter doing a train pool karaoke with a driver, it's the day I resign. I will leave the country and retire to Portugal. Oh, Jack, I'll meet you in Portugal. Portugal is my happy place. Okay, that is... I thought we were approaching a stop signal there, but we do have the stepped semaphores, so we've got the one to the left telling us we're taking the route to the left. Hentis, what is the number of the 33? 33002. No, that works. You address the gender binaries and non-binary people that fit in the middle. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in between. We're going with that. Okay, throttle off. Let's see if we can get a decent station stop here at Crocombe Heathfield. Red at the end of the platform. We've got to remember we can't really fan the brakes because we are on vac. So fanning the brakes is not a good idea. And drop it into initial, wait for it to bite because it does take a little while. And then on a rising brake to stop. Exhaust to speed up. Beautiful, little bit of an overrun, but actually, I'm going to take that because I thought that was okay. Northern Princess Productions, by the way, Darryl, are we going to do the Nuclear 20s? Absolutely, Northern Princess Productions. And we will be doing the Transport for Wales Pacer once that gets released as well. We should put that on the Cardiff Valleys and have a little go with that. Yeah, so we're going to be sticking with the kind of the history of Train Sim World videos for the next few streams, but we could break ranks. Oh, what have we got coming the other way? Is that a Gronk? We have a Gronk coming the other way. Now, considering Accurascal have just announced some Gronks, this could be a... Yeah, let's see if we can get a decent shot. Hopefully the outside camera view doesn't decide it's going to start playing up. Transport for Wales Pacer is next week. Awesome. I'm actually on annual leave next week, so could be a couple of streams. Oh, nice. Outside view doing its thing. Is it going to come far enough down the platform for us to see it? Lovely stuff. Oh, that was almost as good a stop as me. Hey, rightio. Which one of these trains is going to go first? Us or the Gronk? Let's hang around and find out. And whilst we are waiting, get those numbers in.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
That's a very shiny Class 08. It absolutely is. Oh, the 08's got the signal out, so it could possibly be leaving first. We've got another 2.5 minutes before we depart, so... Does it show us on the map what that train's doing? No, it doesn't, does it? Right, numbers are in. Third one on the screen. Pig and Bob, you've got it again, my friend. Number 19.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
Here we go, guys. It's number 19. 10 seconds for the Locomotive Livery Location, if you can, please. What is it? Where is it? What are your thoughts? As we wait and see which one of these locomotives is going to leave first. Henty says the shunter. Quite possibly, yeah. It's annoying that we don't have like the station information boards, the PIS boards, so we can't sort of just go and jump up and have a look. GW Photography has gone Transport for Wales 158 at Crewe. Crewe seems to be a popular location. Lots and lots of people guessing Crewe. I'm tempted to make ourselves late just so we can watch the Gronk go here. Jack, definitely a 158. Definitely Transport for Wales. Is this going to be 32 away, the same as us? We'll find out. If it doesn't go at 32. The Gronk is an 09. Are they not the same thing, aren't they, Danny? Do you not refer to 08s as Gronks? Or are you saying this one's an 09? To be fair, the 09 has a higher top speed, I believe, so it probably is an 09. Train Boy, I'm sure it's a class 158 in Transport for Wales, white with Weaver Wing at Shrewsbury. I was hoping that was going to go first, but it looks like we're going to have to look after our own train first. Right, okay, we're in forward. Hentis 09 has the jumper cables. Ah, that's a good way of remembering it. A good way of recognising it, but it's basically the same. 09 is quicker. 25, I think, an 09 is good for, if I remember rightly. Let's see if we can get a... see if the game is going to play ball and not do jumpy things, although it looks like it's already doing jumpy things. Norman Prince Productions is the ex-Lovers Walk shunter, hence the high-level airlines. No, outside view is being incredibly temperamental, but only in places. So we are off to Bishop's Lydeard, which is where this train will terminate. Dead rail, press F3. My frame rate is limited to 60 FPS because that's what I stream out in. So there's no point in the game running at a higher frame rate than what I stream in. Jack, love the look of the snow and not being able to see the ballast or the sleepers. Gorgeous. So yeah, it's pretty solid. Right, we better keep a little bit of brake in. Even on the outside view there, it's lovely. Yeah, it's just temperamental, Northern Prince Productions. Just certain areas. Like I said, the game is actually running fine, even in outside view. It's literally just on the stream it's coming through. Now I'll do a flyby. Yeah, so temperamental. Wales and West, hello, how are we doing? Transport for Wales 158 at Manchester Piccadilly. Dabrow, is the outside camera causing confusion and delay? Quite possibly.
You have caused confusion and delay, and terrible trouble to my trousers.
Rightio, we've only got about 5-10 minutes left of this stream, so let's press the magic button.
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
Let's get those numbers in. Let's have probably 1 or 2 more rounds. Hentis, when Hamworthy Goods were working in the 80s, we used to have an 09 down there, shunting mostly. I'm hoping to get the opportunity to learn 08s at some point. It was spoken about, so fingers crossed at some point I will get the opportunity to have a little play on an 08. Okay, numbers, Hentis, your third one in. GJ Tube, yours second. Pig and Bob, I don't know how you keep doing this, my friend, but you have got the third one again with number 29.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
Giving you 29 this time for that locomotive livery and location, if you can. Any ideas what it is, where it is? Bit of a challenging one. See, stream's looking like a slideshow, but game's still at 60 FPS. Seems to be something to do with the level of zoom. I don't know, it's really weird. Jack, I've been to Shrewsbury once. From what I remember, it looks similar to that. Northern Prince Productions, Tunbridge needs 08s now. Yeah. That would be pretty cool. I can't see it happening, but it would be cool. Is that your answer, Jackie? Are you going with Shrewsbury?
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
We will have one more round, so think about what number you might want that might get it for you. Like I say, we will have one more round in a few minutes, so think about it. Think about it. Jack, locking in Transport for Wales 158 at Shrewsbury. What's everybody else going with? GW Photography locking in transport for Wales 158 at Crewe. Wales and West, transport for Wales 158 Shrewsbury. Hentis Rail, this. Just rubbing that brake all the way down the hill here. Which is just keeping our speed nicely under control. 1.4 miles to Bishop's Lydia. John Ward is going with 18. I'll play the jingle in a minute, John, so hold that full. And this will be a last round before we do a reveal. We'll wait until we're kind of getting near Bishop's Lydia. East Midlands Railway fan, what's the idea behind these history videos? Just wanted to play through some older routes, East Midlands Railway fan. It's kind of a nice way of just sort of looking back at how far Trainston World has come, and sort of, you know, I kind of tend to pick routes at random to play, so I thought, well, you know, let's just start at the beginning and play through them all. And it kind of presents nicely as a series as well, so yeah. Right, AWS distance signal is on. That means that, as I've said a couple of times, we've got to assume that all stop signals in this section are at danger. And looks like the next one is Droopy. And looks like we've got a 10 coming up as well. So yeah, there is going to be another stream tomorrow night, guys. You are getting a double bill, so we'll be on the third route released for Trainsim World, which was Northern Transpennine. So yeah, that's going to be tomorrow at 20:30. So if you are around, do join us for that. GW Photography, the line does continue down to a station called Norton Fitzwarren, where it joins the main line, but Norton gets rarely used in the season except galas. Oh, okay. Is there a mainline station there, GW Photography, or is it just a heritage station? Remembering, of course, at this time that we might be red ahead. Hentis NTP is a cracking route, still needs a remaster. Yeah, I think it's one of those routes, Hentis, that I've just never really played that much. Which is why it's just nice sort of revisiting. It's like this, I've never really played with the West Somerset line, with the exception of, I think I've played through it maybe once or twice on stream, and I've done some of the Thomas stuff on here, but yeah, it's kind of the first time in a long time, certainly, I've driven it end to end. We got the signal going in. Lovely. Yeah, just sort of appreciating, you know, what we've got. Okay, approaching Bishop's Lydia, so...
Post your numbers now for Locomotive Livery Location.
Train boy, are the stop signs red and the danger warning signs yellow? So the yellow ones are distance signals. So the yellow, basically a yellow semaphore signal, if it's in the on position, that's the equivalent of one yellow. If it's in the off position, depending on up or down, depending on whether it's lower quadrant or upper quadrant, that is equivalent to a green signal. Oh, there's a Western sitting over in the platform there. And it's just starting to snow again. All or nothing on the wipers, exactly the same as a 73. There's our friend Locomotive. Okay, numbers. Train boy, you've done it again, my friend. You are the third one on my screen with 23. Once we come to a stand, we will jump in and do it, and we will also do a reveal. Snakebites, hello, my friend. How are you doing? I'm going to be nice and gentle on the brakes coming in. Initial application, because like I say, vac will take a little while to bite. And then we can release that. Exhaust speed up to get it up to 21 pounds, 21 inches. Set it again. And then wherever that comes to a stand, we are on a downhill gradient actually, so it'll probably start accelerating in a minute. And there we are, all stopped. Loco brake full on. Doors on the left-hand side. The Flying Southerner has subscribed. Hello, my friend. How are you doing? Badger Appreciation Society. Hello, Deborah. First time posting. How are you? One question. Have you signed out to Westbury before? Excuse me. I'm thinking the quarries in the Mendips must be a popular freight route. Yes, so I'm based down in the southeast, so as far west as I sign is Didcot. So I don't sign as far down as the Mendips, but you are right, they are definitely a popular freight route. Yeah, Luke Snowball, that is our friend Locomotive, as named by, I can't remember who it was, but yeah. We're running with it.
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
Okay, Train Boy wanted 23, so here we go. Going to give you 23. This is your last chance to have a guess before we do a reveal. Yeah, thank you very much, M, for sending this one in. This one's been sitting in my inbox for about a year. But what is it? Where is it? What are your thoughts on it? Let me know. Wipe it off. Lock doors. Is it going to make us do a run round, or are we all good? So, yeah, what is it? Where is it, guys? A gold medal. I'll take that. Don't know if we can get a platinum medal on these older routes, but yeah, a little bit of speeding there. Right, stop accuracy. Other than that one there, 28.1 at Washford. Oh, come on, they're all pretty good. I mean, 0.494 yards. I mean, that's not bad, is it? That's not bad. John, yeah, 63 pounds. Yeah, too much. I've got to say inches of mercury, not pounds of brake. Flying Southerner, I'm good, thanks, Deborah. It's Joshua Cumbers on the YouTube channel I set up. It's a small at the moment, but growing at a steady pace. Nice one, pleased to hear it. Right, Wales and West has gone transfer for Wales 158 at Shrewsbury. Any advances on that before we do a reveal?
Let's play Locomotive Livery Location.
Okay, it is that time. It is time for a reveal. So, Wales and West transport for Wales 158 at Shrewsbury. Wales and West has got that down. I think Train Boy also went for Shrewsbury. Lots of people going for Crew on this one. I think Transport for Wales was a pretty good consensus, but location not so much so. So, should we press the button?
It's time to reveal today's Locomotive Livery Location.
Now, if you said Transport for Wales 158, you were correct. And if you said Shrewsbury, you were also correct. So, I can't remember who the first person was to get that, but yeah. Transport for Wales 158 at Shrewsbury, which is a bit of a tough one tonight. Bit of a tough one. So well done to everybody that got that right. There we go, guys. Snake Bites. Deborah, I second the train driver rules video has been taken up again. Also, I got my hands on the new train driver manual from RSSB coming into effect in December. Yeah, train driver rules videos. I really need to do those. I know, and they were really. It's just time, finding time. I do want to do it, though. I do want to do it. Rightio, guys. That is it for tonight. Thank you very, very much for joining. If you have enjoyed the video, as always, please do hit the like button. Consider subscribing. It really does help me out when you hit that like button. It takes you seconds, but it makes a big difference to the YouTube algorithms and all of that sort of good stuff. If you want to join our Discord server, you can do. You'll find an invitation link down in the description below. And if you want to follow me on my very rarely updated social media channels, you can. They're also on the screen for you right now. Yeah, thank you very, very much to all my channel members and Northern Princess Productions for moderating. Really do appreciate everybody's support on here on the channel. So, tomorrow night will be episode 3, which is the Northern Transpennine Express, 8:30. Hope you can join me for that. In the meantime, start the music. Hopefully the screen's going to come up. The camera doesn't work, but yeah. Thank you very much, guys. See you next time.